Hi, ladies. Welcome back. I am Stephanie Miller, and today we're talking about workouts. Now, workouts are so important to losing weight and getting healthy. The first thing I want you to do is talk to your doctor and make sure that you are able to do certain exercises like the cardio part, and if you have any limitations, if you have any old injuries that you need to talk about, and just double check with your doctor before you start anything new like this. So once that's covered, let's think about what you can do that will help you build muscle and lose that weight. So there's so many different workouts to choose from out there, and I say start with the one that you'll enjoy and the one that you'll do. That's the best one. Right now, in the beginning stages, it's just really about you getting up and moving and doing more than you have been. So when I first started, I didn't really know a lot about working out. I had done dancing and horseback riding as a teenager, but as far as like just a workout, I ran track for this long. I was never really a runner. So as far as working out, I never really did a whole lot. And so when I first started trying to lose weight, I bought an elliptical because I thought I would do that more than a treadmill. And so I still have the elliptical, and I still get on the elliptical from time to time. The other thing that I started with, and I forget this sometimes, but in the very beginning, it may have even been before I bought the elliptical, I would do the We Just Dance with my teenage daughter. And even that at that point was a workout for me. My heart rate would get up. It was pretty good cardio to try to keep up with it, and it was a lot of fun. So things that get you up and get you moving are a great start. Then once you have a little bit more endurance, then you're able to add on a more structured workout. From there, I ended up doing the P90X. And when I first started that, oh my gosh, it was killer. I could do about 10 to 20 minutes of it, and then my legs were like jello. I was spent. I was done. But every day, every week, I stuck with it. And before long, I was able to do 30 minutes and 45 minutes, and then I could do the whole thing. And yes, that workout program is about an hour long. The yoga is about an hour and a half. So I don't know how I fit it into my schedule, but I did. And we were very thankful that when P90X3 came around, and that's 30 minutes, all those workouts are 30 minutes each. We really enjoyed that, and that is really where a lot of my toning came from, were both of those programs. And they use a lot of weight resistance bands and your body weight especially, that helps that. Let's see. So the other thing that I didn't know, and maybe you don't know when you're first starting to work out, is really how hard you are supposed to push yourself. Now again, the doctor trumps any of this. You listen to your doctor and listen to your body and what you're able to do. So you push yourself, but not into a dangerous area as far as your heart rate goes, and how you feel. You have to listen to your body and what you're comfortable doing, comfortable with the workout, because there aren't really workouts that are super comfortable. Every workout, even now, is like, oh, how much longer? Let's get it over with. But then once it's done, you're so grateful you stuck with it, and did it. So, having the structured workout with P90X and P90X3 really helped me see how much I was supposed to push myself and how hard I was supposed to be working to be able to really burn those calories, get my cardio up, and build my muscle. Because especially in the beginning, the structured workouts talk a lot about engage your muscles as you're doing your workout, and it helps to target that specific muscle group. And then in the beginning, if you're like me, you don't have a lot of muscle, and so you're trying to engage your muscles, and you don't feel any difference, but just go with it. And before too long, you're going to feel those muscles, and you're going to feel them growing, and you're going to be able to do more and have to be able to engage and actually feel them working. Cardio. Cardio is not my favorite either, but again, I feel so much better after it's done. Cardio, you really need to make sure you're doing some really good hard cardio 3 to 4 times a week. By that I mean, so you want to get number one, the hits are really good, high intensity training sessions, I think. But what it is you're going to, then the beauty of hits is that you can do it whatever level you are, where it's walking, running, elliptical, treadmill, jumping jacks. There are a lot of high knees, anything that gets your heart rate moving, you can apply it to a hit. And so what a hit is you go as hard as you can for 20 seconds, 30 seconds, 1 minute, whatever you can do, and then you pull it back to where you can catch your breath again. And as soon as you feel a little more comfortable and you've got your breath, then you go again for that same amount of time, 20, 30 seconds, 1 minute, whatever it is, and then you pull it back. And you keep doing that for at least 20 minutes. And the beauty of a hit is that you get to burn calories for sometimes up to 24 hours. It boosts your metabolism that much. So they are really, really, really good to be able to do. And again, you can do it walking. You just, walk as fast as you can, or maybe even you're at the level where you want to go into a light jog or a run, and then you pull it back to where you catch your breath. And again, so you do that for at least 20 minutes, 3 to 4 times a week. And if you're not up to where you can do a hit, something that gets your heart rate up to where you can still talk. You can't carry on a conversation, but you can still communicate and talk. That's you kind of know that that's your safe level. If a doctor has approved it, that's what you want to do. 3 to 4 times a week would be great. The other thing that took me a while, other than the resistance bands and the whole body exercising, it took me a while to get on board with, is really good strength training, lifting weights. And again, I came into this not knowing a whole lot. And so to me, lifting weights meant building really huge muscles and not really looking feminine to me, what I think is. And so last year, a little over a year ago now, I've been lifting weights, and I really enjoy it. I like the added definition that it gives me, and I like the benefits of it that you don't even see. My mom, who is 71 now, just turned 71, she just a year or so ago, maybe a year and a half ago, started going to a gym, and working with a trainer to get healthier. And what did he do? But he gave her some light weights to use. So he trained her on a little bit of weightlifting. So what does weightlifting do for you other than tone your body, which it does? But so it obviously increases your metabolism, because as you grow more muscles, your metabolism will increase because it's your muscles that are helping you to burn the fat. The other thing it does is strengthens your bones, and that's probably probably 50% of why he had my mom lifting the weights, because I'm not a trained person to tell you all the science behind it, but it it engages your muscles. I mean, sorry, your bones to produce more bone marrow that makes your bones stronger. And of course, excuse me, as we age, we definitely want stronger bones, right? And then, of course, the other side of that is as it strengthens your muscles, then it helps prevent injuries just around the house doing average day-to-day activities. It helps protect us. So those are two really good, just practical reasons why you should be lifting weights, even if it's 5 or 10 pounds. Just finding some exercises that help you to know how to use those light weights even. Now, if you really want to get that toned look and be thinner, then don't be afraid to use heavy weights. I lift with 15 to 25 pounds dumbbells, using 2 sometimes. I have to be somewhat careful because of my back. I have those 2 slip discs that I just kind of make sure that I take care of. And so I don't go super, super heavy, but I go as heavy as I can, knowing that my back is still protected. And again, lifting weights and strengthening those core muscles with the weights and the other exercises only helps the lower back issues that I have. So the other thing about toning is, it's kind of you're on the fence almost for a little bit when you start training and building muscle, because of the fact that you're adding tissue to your body that's muscle, that's more dense. Sometimes the scale doesn't move like we want, and that can get kind of frustrating. So my suggestion is stay away from the scales as much as you can. Notice more about how you feel and how your clothes fit. Those are the 2 things. And then you can always measure with measuring tape on your key areas in your body and kind of keep track on that in a little notebook or something, or maybe you're using MyFitnessPal, which is great. But keep track that way. Try not to look at the scales because they can be misleading. For instance, you may have read, I've talked about this quite a bit, but when for most of my life I was around 140 pounds, and for most of my life I was anywhere from a size 8 to a size 12, depending on 135 to 145, sometimes close to 150. And so again, size 8 to 12 for most of the time. Well, I now weigh 138 pounds, and I'm in a size 2 to a size 4. And I know what you mean about the scale. I get on the scale now, and I would love for it to say 132. I'd be really happy with that. But I just kind of stick right around 138 to 140 and stick around size 2 to 4. And for the most part, I'm pretty happy with my results and that I'm able to maintain now. I've been at that weight and that size for probably a year and a half or so. And so again, don't get too heavily involved with the scale. All right, I want you to feel better. I want you to be safe and free from injuries. It'd be great to have strong bones and avoid that osteoporosis as we get older, right? And then of course the cardio helps our heart and our lungs stay better. It helps our resting heart rate, which is safe. I always wear my Fitbit now, and if you are thinking about getting a tracker, this is kind of going off topic, but they are so great because you'll be able to see your resting heart rate, you'll be able to see your heart rate when you're exercising, and of course the calories that you burn, and your sleep, how you're sleeping. So I highly recommend. I've had the Polar Band Polar Loop, and I had the Apple Watch, and now I have the Fitbit, and I really like the Fitbit the best because it's just fits my needs. I like the Apple Watch, but I didn't need all the extras. I just really needed the focus on the fitness. So anyway, so that's my thoughts on the fitness band. So again, workouts, just to recap a little bit, pick one that you really enjoy and then move up from there. You always want to be challenging yourself a little bit, challenging your muscles. You don't want to do the same workout all the time. You don't want to do the same workout that you were doing 6 months ago, unless I mean, maybe it's taking you that much time to build up to feel like you're still being challenged. But I try to change about every month to 2 months. Most of the time, I'll change it up some. And let me know if you need some help finding a workout. I've got some workouts on my website that I put together, several 30-day workout plans. Of course, I do the Beachbody workouts. I really like those. And, I'd be happy to help you with that, even though I'm not a Beachbody coach anymore. And then the last thing I want to say about workouts is sometimes your body needs a break. So when do you take a break? And a break meaning you might want to take a week off and just let your muscles repair itself, because what we're doing when we're working out is actually breaking down and damaging, I guess, your muscle fibers. And then as they grow back together, that's when they're growing bigger and stronger. And again, I don't mean like huge, big. I mean, this is, my arms, you can't really even tell that there's anything there until I flex a little bit and you see a little bit of muscle. So I don't mean like, muscle man big. So as you are working out and your muscles are breaking down and repairing themselves, sometimes if you've done a really strenuous workout for 2 months, 3 months, you might want to take a week off. And it's all, great if it falls around your vacation time or something like that. It kind of works into it. But take at least a few days off every few months just to kind of let your body reset itself. In addition, a lot of the programs will have at least one rest day a week set into it. And that's can be very beneficial. So I have held you long enough on workouts, but we'll be talking more about them. I will be doing some more segments, I'm sure, about it, because workout is so important. And sometimes we tend to overlook it a little bit and not realize how many days a week we should be working out, which, if I haven't mentioned, total number of days a week, you want to do at least 5 or 6 days when you're in the massive getting healthy mode. Okay, and we'll talk a little bit more about what you do when you start, when you're kind of reach where you want to be and you want to maintain. We'll do that later on in the sessions, later on in the weeks. Anyway, do not hesitate to post a question on the group if you need some help in workouts or if you have any questions. And I'll have some handouts and notes and stuff available for you to print out in the files. All right, I'll see you in the group, and you have a great day.